Okay, very exciting fight, Strikeforce. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, this is a good match. One of the, well, not one of the best heavyweight in the world, Fedor Emelianenko, is fighting Brett Rogers, who's 10-0, coming off an impressive knockout of Andre Glassjaw Arlovski. Fedor took a lot of criticism lately because everyone was speculating him signing with the UFC, but he ended up his company M1 Global and stuff. They had all these contract stipulations, so he ended up going to Strikeforce. But nonetheless, he lost some fans that way, but not me because I've always liked him. This match is going to be a great match. It's on CBS, so everybody gets to watch it. It's going to be Sears Center, which is right down the street, Hoffman Estates. So anyone who is close by who wants to see the best heavyweight in the world, I recommend it. This guy is, for people who don't know about him, he's really, technically, his record is 31-1, but he's really never lost because his only loss was he was in a Grand Prix tournament in Japan, and he got cut illegally, and there had to be a winner to move on. So, but he's fought the best of the best. He's like, let's just see, 25 win streak. You've seen him before. What do you think about him?
Oh, he's an exciting fighter. The only fight I saw him do was the Arlovski win, and he really impressed me. Arlovski came with that flying knee, and all of a sudden got turned back with a big forearm shot, uppercut, and very impressive. He beat him 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes into the first round. However, you got to look at Brett Rogers. He beat Arlovski in less time.
That's true.
He beat him in about 21 seconds of a knockout. The same fighter. And Brett Rogers, he's an interesting guy. I don't know too much about him.
Neither do I.
I know that he's growing up in the Chicago area, so it's going to be a very exciting fight for him and his friends and family. This is definitely the biggest fight of his career. And, he's heavy-handed. We know he can look for the knockout, but he's got a great ground game. I read an interview. He's trained with a lot of guys, a lot of gyms, doing jiu-jitsu, working on his ground game a lot more effectively, because Fedor can take the fight to the ground in any second.
Yeah, he can 6 submissions.
I know he's one of those guys that can catch you in a triangle or
armbar, yeah.
Standing, right? Without you even knowing.
Well, I think Fedor is going to win, but, this is why they fight. We'll never know until it happens.
Yeah, very exciting fight. I'd like to see Rogers win. I'm always the guy that likes the upsets. He's from Chicago. But, my money, the safe bet is going to be Fedor. I mean, this guy is amazing. And I don't think we'll ever see him peak till he comes to the UFC.
Yes, I would love to see him fight Brock Lesnar, but...
Yeah, Frank Mir would be a great fight for him as well.
He had a lot of good fights. He's beaten Minotauro twice, so you don't really want to see that fight again. But
no. We'll have to see after this win where he stands.
If he wins.
Yeah, if he wins, it's sure. And, like I said, Fedor's come unprecedented 25 win streak. He's come into this fight, and he just has more experience than he has way more experience than Brett Rogers, and
he was go ahead.
Can be arguably one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world today.
Yep. He left Pride as the champ. He was the WAMA WAMMA champ for Affliction until they folded, and I see him being Strikeforce champ pretty soon. So
very excellent fight. Okay, moving on. We're going to look at WC 44. Mike Brown,
great fight.
The featherweight champion, came off a big 5-round victory against Uriah Faber.
Yes, that was a great fight.
A very good classic fight. Proved that it wasn't a fluke that he beat Faber the first time last year.
Even though Faber had a broken hand throughout the fight, he still showed his class and outstroked him and won that fight fair and square. And
it's kind of interesting to note that Jose Aldo fought on the same card that night and destroyed his opponent in 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Flying knee. It was something out of like the Fatal Fury video game where the guy gets like a flaming knee and then just ends the whole fight.
Yeah,
that's all it took. I mean, I know he did some follow-up strikes, but he ended the guy with a knee.
This guy is sick. You better watch out for him. He's got a black belt, jiu-jitsu, and he's 15-1. Not too sure about his one loss, but he's been just dominating people lately.
Yeah, I think standing up, I don't know if Mike Brown stands a chance. I know Mike Brown's heavy-handed. We see him rock guys instantly in the first round. He's a first-round beast. He's finished Uriah Faber in the first round. He finished Leonard Garcia in the first round. Big heavy hand, knocked Garcia down, made him tap out with a choke. So look, coming to this fight, we know he's heavy-handed as well. And it's going to be very interesting to see who gets the first shot, who's looking to counter. I think Aldo might be more of a counter striker, and that's where Brown could get in trouble. The key for Brown to win this fight is his wrestling. He's got to take Aldo to the ground.
But Aldo's got a black belt, so you gotta be careful about that.
Definitely. But jiu-jitsu is not foreign to Mike Brown, as we've seen in the past. Him finishing off Garcia with a choke. He's definitely a first-round beast, but so is old Aldo.
Yeah,
I mean,
very good fight.
3 of Aldo's last fights have ended in the first round by knockout, and he stands undefeated in the UFC, in the WEC at 5-0 with a 15-1 overall record. Mike Brown, we know, was undefeated in the WC as well. Very interesting fight. I'm glad it could put this up together for us fans, because after that card, we knew that was the fight we all wanted to see.
Yep.
And where do you think Uriah Faber fits in the featherweight division? We know he's going to come back soon.
Yeah, he just signed a new contract, and he's got to get back in the game, win some fights. So we'll see. I think we talked the other day against Leonard Garcia.
Yeah, that's the fight I want to see. I want to see him definitely against Leonard Garcia.
Featherweight division's getting some guys. Some guys are making names for themselves.
Definitely.
But these two right now are definitely on the top. Mike Brown, Jose Aldo. So that's why
Aldo,
we're fighting.
Just a great Brazilian fighter, kind of like a mini Anderson Silva. All right, moving on. I'm going to go on to UFC 104.
October 24th.
Okay,